evening, everyone. I am Ben Klein, commish of the Hardcore Challenge and host of the podcast Hardcore Challenge Live. Welcome to some of you who may be seeing this podcast for the first time. We're going to take it a little more public than typically we had before in the past. Typically we kept it just to the confines of our league and our league owners, but we're going to stretch it out a little bit, see how it goes. So, tonight, obviously, is our first Sunday night episode. Typically, we run our episodes on Tuesday and Wednesday nights. Tuesday to recap the week that just ended, and Wednesday night to highlight and break down our game of the week for the upcoming week. We will still keep those formats. Those will not change. We get all of our league news out at those times, and those, have a specific format that we will keep for interviews and what have you. The Sunday night forum will be a little more informal. I'd like to give out the call-in number for those of you who have it. For those of you that don't, obviously we all watched our teams today. And on Sunday, it's not always just about fantasy football. It's about when your team actually loses, the team you root for. The freaking Raiders, and they go out and look like shit at home against the Chiefs. Stuff like that, And maybe, just maybe, Corey Courtney, your Packers look like shit today too, and you want to get that off your chest. So this forum will be a little more informal. Obviously, I still want to get out the information that we typically get out, break down a little bit of our league info, but the Sunday night show, man, if you want to bitch about your team, let's hear it. But first, let's get into a little bit of fantasy football action. What so far are the top performers for Week 6 fantasy football? Right now, the 300-yard passers who we're looking at leading the charge in yardage was Drew Brees. Drew Brees had some insane long bomb plays today. 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception. He had a huge day. Eli Manning was right behind him at 403 yards. He did have a couple picks, but he did throw 3 touchdowns. So, he was solid too. Tom Brady up there again, no interceptions, 3 freaking touchdowns, 376 yards. Kind of the one shocker I'd see up there was Cody Kessler, who's the number 4 in yardage with 336 and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for the freaking Browns. Nobody saw that one coming. That was a waiver wire gem right there for you. Now the 100+ yarders, I gotta say, man, pretty happy to see Ajayi, who I picked up in the trade, dealt Wentz a couple weeks ago, got Ajayi back, and he freaking blew up. Gives me a big chance to possibly win my second of the season, which I need badly. But I'm still struggling. I'm currently down 7 as Doyle grabbed a touchdown there late in the first half and put Tama Tears up on me. Carson Palmer just has to absolutely come out tomorrow night and light it up for me, and it'll be a beautiful thing. Big Mac attack can pull down the second of the season. Be great. But we'll see. Other top performers at running back, Ajayi obviously was number 1. LaShawn McCoy had a huge game for Buffalo against the Niners today as he goes for 3 touches. He had a huge day. 140 on the ground. Matt Jones for the Skins against Philly also had a big game. And Spencer Ware, unfortunately, had a big game against the Silver and Black today in Oakland. And, I watched every damn play of that, and it sucked. It was ugly. Our defense was like a freaking sieve. Couldn't stop shit. Ugh. Terrible. 100-yard receivers. Odell Beckham Jr. was big today. 2 touchdowns, 222 yards. Went and, proposed to the freaking kicking net. I don't know what the hell's up with that, man. That dude needs therapy or something. He's a hell of a wide receiver, but he's a freaking head case. You get Brandon Cooks again for New Orleans with another huge play. I mean, he had, a 98-yarder against the Raiders in Week 1 and then another huge one again today. I mean, when that dude catches a touchdown, if you ain't got your hands on him, there's a good chance that guy's gone. He is lightning fast. Golden Tate, Brandon Cooks, also up there as well. Gronk, Kenny Britt, Kendall Wright, Amari Cooper, who was absolutely huge in the first half. Huge, man. I mean, everything they threw at him, he caught. But it didn't transition into points. So, it is what it is. So those are our, we didn't have any 50-yard field goals thus far this week in the Hardcore Challenge or in the NFL. So that's it's odd. Maybe there'll be one at the end of the game, or maybe there'll be one tomorrow. But strange that we did not have any 50-plus yard field goals. No big bombs. So, let's get into a little Hardcore Challenge action. Obviously, our game of the week, which was the biggest game of the week to date in the league, as we had the undefeated Pale Horsemen going against I'm Thinking RBs, who are sitting at 4-1. Pale Horsemen had a full 3-game lead already coming out of the gate and was looking freaking unstoppable. Well, update on that game, yeah, well, they look stoppable as they're getting the fucking boots put to them by RBs. I predicted a blowout victory, and it looks like we'll wait until tomorrow when it wraps up, but it looks like that prediction is going to ring true because, RBs is putting the boots to Pale Horsemen, and that winning streak's over. It's looking like there will be no more undefeated left within the Hardcore Challenge going into the next week. Listen, Mr. Cowboys fan, I was wondering when this guy was going to pipe in up here. So, congratulations. Your team obviously is looking pretty good there. It's kind of shocking. Yeah, you're being led by 2 rookies. So, got to give you props. Today, talk about my Raiders a little bit, because today I just felt it was like one of them stumbles. I don't think our team really knows how to deal with the fact that we're expected to win every week. Our defense cannot keep putting us in bad situations, but our offense did not help today. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But hey, I'm going to be at the next 2 games in the end zone harassing Jacksonville and Tampa Bay. So I'm going to sneak you guys some live pirate footage from the end zone of both games too. So hopefully I don't get thrown out. No security tosses me and Craven out, because that would really suck. But you never know. 5-3 Bandits, man. You guys were looking like you were putting something together. You won 2 in a row, but I don't see you. I don't see you pulling out your 3rd in a row, Willie. I do not see you pulling out your 3rd in a row. Rollins, they see me Rollins. They were the second to last remaining undefeated team before they got bounced in the game of the week last week by Des Caught It. Looks like they're possibly going to lose again, and if they lose again, Beaver Street Roar looks to be handling Donkey Punch. Doesn't look like Donkey Punch even has a chance to stay with Beaver Street Roar. So we could be looking at a tie atop the Dirty South again, right out of the gate. It looked like Rollins was running away with it. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case now, as Beaver Street Roar is moving up. Des Caught It, since still a little bit of a fight against Pinky, and yeah, T-Well, I think you might lose as well. If we're looking at that game, let's pull that up. Let's take a quick look at that. Let's take a quick look at that. Up currently. Who knows what's going to happen when Luck comes back out, though. You got Gore. That's it. Your linebacker's probably not going to get you a lot. Man, Stinky's projected to win by 10, but it's hard to tell. Dude, if his quarterback doesn't do jack in the second half, you got a chance. It's really, that one's going to come down to luck. That one's going to come Andrew Luck and a little luck. Bison Broncos. Looking like they're going to lose again. Defending champ. Looking to go down to I Am Groot. You leave my wife out of this, gentlemen. You leave my wife out of this. So, like I was saying, the defending champ looks to be losing again, possibly, to I Am Groot. Not a good start for defending of the cup, as they're looking to fall to 2-4. Good thing is, Pale Horseman looks to be losing, but they're still going to have a 3-game win, or excuse me, a 3-game lead. Oski Assassins currently is up on Vandalay. Like I said, 5-3 Bandits losing. Cheesehead looking like they could possibly Cheesehead take down Skull Crushers. Man, that would be a big freaking win, Corey. I gotta say, you ain't looking too shabby for beating him either. You ain't looking too shabby for beating him. All right. I'm going to end my Sunday nights how I end my Sunday nights anyway. Typically replaying it in my brain, but I'm going to replay it all for you. What I witnessed, my Raider Nation recap. So, first quarter, man, we came out like a house of fire. We went down the field. We put points on the board. We looked like we were going to play in the rain. We looked like we were going to play good. Mac got a sack. Looked like we was going to stop him. The rookie running backs were playing well. Just couldn't get it done, man. The defense as a whole was bad. We had some bright spots. The Mac sack. The McGee big stop on third down at the end of the you had Amerson's big stop on 3rd and goal, which was a big play. You had another big stop on the deep pass that Reggie Nelson almost picked off. But just as a whole, the defense, the run game was not good. We just could not sustain on the run, and the offense just couldn't keep it going. As much as Carr was hitting Cooper all day in the first half, he wasn't getting anybody else involved, and we just weren't moving up and down the field like we typically do. You know, the weather was a factor. Maybe, but I don't think it was that much. We practiced in it all week. I think they were prepared for the rain. I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it at all. Carr just made some bad choices today. You know, he's on the cusp of being an elite quarterback, but he is not quite there yet. And today he showed it a little bit. It's unfortunate it was at home. It's unfortunate it was the freaking Chiefs, but, you know, it's all right. It's growing pains, man. He's on the cusp of being elite. He's not there yet. On the cusp of it. But, like I say, the boys are coming to the Sunshine State next Sunday, Jacksonville. Me and my son will be there, right in the end zone, watching the Raiders warm up. The following weekend, me and the whole fam will be right there in the end zone, watching the Bucks and the Raiders. So, the Silver and Black making a Sunshine State swing, and Hardcore Challenge Live will be there. And we will be doing some broadcasting from the game. A little tailgate action before. We'll, just give you a little action of whatever we see going on. We like to share any kind of action that has anything to do with the NFL. If I'm there and it's the NFL, I like to share. You know? Why not? I would hope you guys would do the same. I would hope if you guys are at an event somewhere, I mean, that's what we got this group page for. Share it. Not all of us can go to this stuff. You know? There's lots of... Man, I mean, it's cool. I like to see all the other teams and all the other cities. I'm sure everybody else would too. So, please share. Please share. So, all right. Like I said, our game of the week. Update. Not looking good. Not looking good for Pale Horseman. It looks like the streak is over. Looks like the streak is over. So remember, everybody. All trades need 48 hours approval in the Hardcore Challenge. There is no exceptions. Trade deadline is November 11th. Make sure you start to plan, because November 11th ain't that far away. So we're right in the middle of week 6. I don't know if I'm going to win yet or not. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to come down to Carson Palmer tomorrow night. Bet a lot of you other guys don't know if you're going to win yet or not either. Some of you do know you're done. Some of you do know you won. But we'll see. You ready for the challenge? Good luck. Game on.